And here we go. I believe we are live. Hi, everybody. Look who I've got with me. It's Terri Suzuki from Kigaru Journeys. Did I say that right?
Kigaru Spiritual Journeys.
Spiritual Journeys, yes. So thank you for coming and wanting to do a live with me. I appreciate you being here. So, yeah. So
thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I haven't done a live with you for quite a while. So
Yeah.
It's always good to revisit. So,
yeah.
So if you're watching on replay, thank you. And please like and subscribe to both of our channels. If you're on the chat, please hit the like button. And then underneath in the description here is Terri's channel. So if you could go over, give her a subscribe. If you're not, you will love her channel if you are not a subscriber yet. So give her a subscribe, and you can even go into her show that she's simulcasting and give her a like as well. So let's see who is here, and then we'll do a little chit chat. We've got Jackie Jacaranda and Mirror Dragon, and Justin is here. Hey, Justin. And CJ, welcome. And Poirot, I think I'm saying that right. Poirot Forever. Used to be Miss Sherlock. And Liz and all. Hey, Liz. And Daniela is here. Hi, Daniela. And Joyce. And Liz, I've got your question. And Daniela, I've got your question. And that's where we're at right now. So, Terri, what has been going on? What's been keeping you busy?
Well, as we talked about a little bit before, I got back from Japan in the kind of winter time. I'm back now. I have spent all of January every weekend at a metaphysical fair reading people. And I feel like I have worked really hard for a whole month.
Right.
But it's kind of fun. It's fun to do this on YouTube, of course, but it's a whole different animal when you're doing it in person. There's a lot of energy going back and forth. And it's a lot of
I was
fun.
going to say it seems like there would be a lot of energy doing it that way.
And I'm really, really grateful for YouTube because it allows me to block out other people's energy, because there's also a lot of people walking around.
And right.
They're all bringing people with them that want to be, or souls with them that want to be read. So, you could get people just kind of jumping in and but I feel like YouTube's helped me so much to really focus and get going. I just wanted to ask one other thing, Scott, is in preparing for your show, I'm also an Akashic record reader. So I pre-prepped and said all the prayers and said all the keys and opened all the records. So now the records are only open if you want them to be open. I say the prayer in such a way that I'm never just opening people's records willy-nilly. Those are your records and they're safe. But if anyone has that kind of question, I'm ready.
All right, awesome. Yeah, that's awesome when you do something different. So yeah, anyone. So if you want an Akashic record reading, then make sure you put that in the chat for me. So, and I will probably, as she's, after Terri gets done, I'll probably just do a real quick card reading for you as well. So you'll get a little bit of everything.
Yes. I love your readings. Absolutely love them, Scott. They're so in-depth.
Oh, thank you. Tina, is that a question? Records for love life?
That sounds like an
Akashic question. Okay. Mona Lee wants one. Okay. And just if you're really serious about it, because it takes a lot of energy. So
So if you're,
Go ahead,
so
Terry.
Mona, I'm going to back up the chat. I see what Mona said. So Mona, you really, you get a, if you want a general Akashic record reading, you're not going to be that happy with it. It's better to maybe say, I want to meet my guides by name or something like that, or I want to know about my love life, like somebody said, or and it'll just, of course, these will just be mini. They're just mini readings, but it's kind of fun. They're a lot of fun.
Okay, awesome. So, Mona Lee, if you want to be a little more specific, that would be great. And let's see.
Oh, I like
Okay.
Tina Mexico. I like
Hmm.
that. I'm 71, and I
I'd
want
love to see if I get another chance at love. All
I
right.
love that.
And I think I've got her. Yeah, I've got her starred. So, all right. Thank you, Mona Lee, for clarifying. And Lynn, I've got you. Hello to Viviani. Welcome
Hey,
on
Viviani.
Terry's channel there. All right. So we can get started and see where we're at. I know Justin's going to be first, and he did say that he wants 2, please. So
Okay.
we can let Justin be the guinea pig and see what happens. Do
Okay.
you want to do the do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Um, because this is the very first one, I'm going to need a little time to tune in, and I'm assuming Justin says he wants a little bit of an Akashic record reading, maybe. Why don't you
Right,
go
right.
time, and then I'll go.
Okay. Sounds great. All right, Justin. What I've got for you is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is coming in with unconditional love from Spirit. So this is you having your cup full of what you need of love and, just happiness that will come in for you. You just have to receive it. Um, then you got the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is clarity, seeing things clearly for, maybe the first time in a long time, and a new opportunity coming in as well. And then you got the Three of Swords. And this can be that you are maybe worrying, maybe a little bit of sorrow or grief for something that you did and went wrong. Just know that you can correct this, sit with it, and then change it into something positive. You can ask Archangel Metatron to help you change your vibes, and he will, and change this into a positive emotion and a positive card. The next card I got is a little oracle card here with a lamb on it. And it says, I am at peace with myself and the world. I delight in all the beauty that surrounds me. All right. So being at peace is, part of your journey. And if you can do that, then that will make things a lot easier for you on your journey. And then you got review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. That's interesting. So review what is yours and what is not yours. And that way you're not getting overwhelmed by doing too much that you don't need to. And that's what I got. And here is Terry.
Okay. Well, I Justin went in and met your guides while that Scott was reading, and I just want to tell people about a little bit about what I do. So I'm a clairvoyant, so I see things. And it's like they show me a little movie. I'm in the little movie with them. And then I'm claircognizant, meaning they just put things right in my brain. If you hear me say, I hear them say, I don't hear them say anything. It's just the easiest way to say what they've just kind of told me in my head. And so what I do is I meet my Akashic Records team, and then I ask them to introduce me to your Akashic Records team because I figure they know the most about you. And I also want people to know that if we could really see them as they are, they would just be a big ball of light and energy. They wouldn't have any form at all. But what they do for me is they drape themselves in something I can read so that I can kind of tell what they do for you a little bit. And so what I've done is I've kind of gone in and I've met your guides, and then I'm going to ask them if they'll give you a small message. So the first one is that one of your guides looks like a white shaggy dog, like a great big white shaggy dog. And the name, oh my gosh, is Sheree, Sheree. And I asked Sheree, what do you do for him? And Sheree gives you guidance and prudence. It's weird. Prudence and guidance. So something something helps you really gauge the situations around you. The second guide I saw was just a tree. And in fact, when I asked its name is Apple. So it's probably an apple tree. And it provides stability. And then the last one I saw was an angel, and her name is Mona. And these three are on your team. It is pretty common to see three on a team. It's uncommon to see one. It's uncommon to see 12, but I see teams of all sorts of kinds. But so let me just kind of tag into this team real quick and say, okay, Cherie, Apple, and Mona, can you give Justin a greeting, just a short greeting? What is a thing that he needs to know the most? They say, dear one, we want you to know that we always have your back, that we're always helping you on your journey. Please know that Apple, who is responsible for your stability, really helps you out a lot. It is okay to just talk to us once in a while and just ask us for help. We will clear the way for you. It may be some time before that you can ever hear us directly, but just know that we will help you on your way and help clear your path as you ask. We love you, and you're doing very well. Okay, that's what they have. I think everybody can take that on too, because they are always helping us. They are our biggest cheerleaders, our biggest help all the time.
That was awesome. Great reading. All right. Thank you, Justin. Next, I think we have somebody new in chat, so I'm going to let them go next. And that is Katie Gomez. And Katie, will you let me know you're here, please? And Katie is new here. Can I get a love reading?
Okay.
And Katie, if you will, the only thing I ask is that you just give me your status. Are you single, relationship, married? Just give me your status if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, she is here, so that's good.
That's good. Yes. Mirror Dragon, thank you for your donation. You'll go next.
And with Katie, I'm just going to go in and see which team wants to single. Just met someone I like. That's yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and go first if that's okay.
Okay.
All right. Katie, I've got the Queen of Pentacles to start you out on, and you have some really good cards here. So I was eager to share them with you. You got the Queen of Pentacles. This is self care and self love more than anything else. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Um, while you are going through the motions of, liking someone else. Then, after you've done the self love and self care, you can take care of others or other things like the bunny here. And, it'll be, full love that you can really spread to someone else. And then you got the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is the free spirit page. This tells me you just need to be yourself. Okay. You're a January baby. Okay. So I would just be myself and just, you know, don't hide anything as far as who you are, and have fun and use this person that you like as a foundation, um, friendship for the relationship. Relationships tend to work a whole lot better when they are standing on a foundation of friendship. And then this is what I was getting really excited about. You got the World. This is a brand new cycle coming in, the end of one cycle and the new beginning of another. So something new coming in. This can definitely be love. It's success, vitality. It's just all those good things that in creating something new. So a new beginning is happening for you. Then you got go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. Right. So that might be a little bit of some shadow work that you want to do. But look here at the butterfly on their back as well. That is for transformation and change. So that goes right with the World card. And then I got don't fear a blank canvas. Use it to turn your life into a masterpiece. And that's what I've got. I forgot to draw you a love card, but I'm going to go ahead and let Terry go next, and I will follow it up with a card.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that was wonderful, Scott. Absolutely wonderful.
Thank
And
you.
I almost feel like I'm just going to repeat what you said because so I actually looked at both of the kind of your spiritual guidance team and your Akashic Records team. I didn't talk to them, but they showed me something right away. So your spiritual guidance team absolutely absolutely says the same thing that Scott said. Be true to yourself, work on yourself. You are inherently absolutely lovely, absolutely loving and lovable. You have everything it takes to do really a good job in this relationship and others, but you have to stay true to yourself. You have to, especially at the beginning, center yourself. And I, whether this one works out or not, I I can't quite tell. But when I looked at your Akashic records, um, the other thing I didn't describe to people is I see your life like a flow of, like a little stream, like a little stream of water going forward. And your stream, they covered your stream in these really large blood red roses, open roses, as if I could like hop from one rose to the other to go down this stream. And so what that tells me is there's going to be a lot of love in your life. There is going to be love. And that is pretty cool to see all those lovely red roses that um, are going to be jumping off points for your love life. So I think you got a lot of good stuff coming to you. I really can't tell if this guy's the one, but you know, take care of yourself and find out if he's the one. And that's it.
All right. Thank you, Terry. I pulled, and that did sound, those both sounded a lot alike. I did pull two love cards for you because the first one I got that I thought needed a clarifier. It says a wave of emotions. So don't be afraid of emotions coming in. And then I pulled like a clarifier for my other love deck and I got nostalgic, and it's the past, memories of the past. So I feel like you may need to go back and just look at, one of your past relationships and make sure that you have learned what you need to learn. You know what you want and what you don't want, and then bring that into this new situation. So that's what I got. And thank you so much for being here. Hope you'll stick around, come back, or both. All right. Okay, Lynn, I've got your new question. All right. She said that is so beautiful. She loves roses. All right. And I'm going to go ahead, and we've got quite a few questions. So I'm going to close questions unless there's a donation, guys. And then I think I might have had a donation. I can't remember.
I think you did.
I did. Mirror Dragon.
Yeah.
There it is. Love to learn about my guides and angels, and what is my strength from my past lives, if any. And if you want to go first, Terry, just jump in.
That's a lot, so I'd like you to go first so I can kind of tackle that. What do you want to do the first part and I do the second part of the question?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that, and then it won't be quite such a heavy lift.
Okay. Hi, Mirror Dragon. All right. I'm just looking at your cards right now. Wow. I pulled 5 tarot cards for you. 4 are majors. 4 out of 5. That's huge. That just means that there's a lot of, things that your guides and angels are wanting to tell you. The first thing that they got to tell you is you are like an empress, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female. The tarot has no gender, in my opinion, but the empress is self-care, self-love, a lot like the Queen of Pentacles, and then loving others and using your creativity as well. Then you got the Temperance card, so another major. And this is peace and harmony and patience. So look for internal balance is what I'm hearing. Will help you. Your emotional balance. And have patience with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself is what I'm getting. Because you did get the devil. This does not mean the scary monster is going to carry a red balloon into your room at night. This means that you just need to let go of something. Let go, and it can be an addiction. It can be, a person, place, thing. But whatever first goes through your mind, that's what it is. And then you got the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is the free spirit. So if it doesn't hurt you or anybody else, go for it. And this might be a way to counteract what you are letting go. And then you got the Star. So you have so much hope and healing to go with, all of this reading and with the whole reading as a whole. But just know that you are strong and you can heal anything that comes your way. Then I've got, You are wanted. There is a home waiting within. Yeah, what you want wants you. Okay. And then I've got, something for your love life. I don't know if you're married or, in a relationship, but this says love and be loved. Enjoy the passion of love. So this can be, anybody coming in, friend, romance. And then the last card I got for you is a flamingo. It says, my life is full of miracles. I am a miracle of life. Spirit watches over my soul, and I am always safe. So say that to yourself. Use that as an affirmation, and that will put you on the right path. And that is what I've got for you. Here's Terry.
Wow. I mean, this is amazing because that all tracks. So I went in and I talked to your teams just a bit. They did not show themselves with anything draped over them. They were just light. And so I didn't get their names or anything like that. But as I tapped into them, they first just gave me some words about you. They said courageous, justice, safety. And I asked them, okay, so what, so is she working on that? I said, yes, working, this person is working on this. And they showed me a few lives, because I asked, just blink me through a couple lives to see how this is coming about. And I saw that you were a community organizer in old England, like you were organizing for community justice and safety. So you were not necessarily somebody on the bench deciding laws, but you were organizing people, protesting and things like that. And you helped a lot of people in that light. And then they just skipped me over to another one real quick, and you were a justice on the bench. So in other words, you were somebody who presided over meting out justice. And then the next life they kind of skipped me to in case that I was thinking you were only in these very, very high jobs. They showed me that you were just a mom, and you were the safe person of the neighborhood. Meaning, if anybody needed safety, if anyone needed comfort, if anyone needed information or ideas, you were that person in one life. It was quite a while ago. These lives were not close. They were quite a while ago. So they just let me know that you are working on courage, justice, and safety, which, oh my God, are you perfect for right now? And they suggested that you should use meditation and affirmations, just like the affirmation that Scott just had on that card, to help you bring those into your life right now, to help use those really, really strong points of those lives to kind of help you now, whether it is helping people or whether it's just helping you shine your light, because this is hard times and people need people like you. So that's what I got.
Beautiful. Thank you, Terry. All right. Thank you, Mirror Dragon, and I appreciate your donation as well. Next is Tina. So, Tina, Mexico. I've got your question here somewhere. Give me 1 second. All right. Records for love life. And she said down below that seeing anything about a possible love life, I'd like one last best love.
One last best love. Okay,
And
well, I
she's
will.
71. Yes.
Okay,
I'm
you can.
sorry.
No, that's right. You go ahead, because I'll have to take a deep look for that a little bit. But
All right. All right, Tina, the first card I got for you is the Three of Swords. So I feel like this being in the past position, this is something that you need to heal from a past relationship or friendship, just like I was talking about before with the other person who asked about love. You need to heal something, okay? And then bring it forward or let it go. But look at your relationships and know what you want to bring into a new one and what you want to let go, what you don't want. All right. And then you got the Queen of Pentacles. This is about loving yourself first, self love, self care. Then you can love others. So, then you got the Death card. So there's a big change coming for you, transition, transformation. And this is it can be a little bit of a bumpy change with the Death card, just because it's the Death card. So it's not literal, but it can mean a little bit of a bumpy ride. So just be prepared for that and know that you can handle anything that comes your way, especially with the Magician here. And the Magician is going to help you to have all the pieces together to manifest the person that you want. There's nothing wrong with manifesting who you want. Just leave a little leeway for spirit, and you're going to get, I think, the perfect person for you. Then you got the Queen of Wands, and this is you being self-confident and knowing what you can bring in. I'm going to give you one oracle card. I'm going to give you the Lily. I just pulled that, and it says, it is time to cleanse your mind and heart and release your burdens. Allow the energies of love and peace to fill you. Let innocence guide you. So when you're allowing yourself, the energies of love to come in and fill you, that's going to attract others to you. So that's a beautiful Lily. And that's what I got for you, Tina. Here is Terri.
I love that card. That last card, Scott. That's so true for all of us, actually. And so, Gina, I actually, in your reading here, had the unusual thing in that I got to talk to all of your teams, which is kind of, I don't usually it's kind of like one or the other for me, but in this case, it seems like maybe because I'm with Scott, that I'm kind of getting to talk to both teams. And so I started with your spiritual team, your spirit guides and things like that. And then, but I also then got something from your Akashic team. And in some ways, this is very simple. They said, yes, you do have a lifetime partner coming. But they showed me that there's going to be two fakes. So there's two people that are not going to be them. It's not going to be the lifetime partner. But you're going to learn interesting things about yourself from each of them. They're not bad people at all, but they're not the one. The next partner to come is yourself. After you meet those two, they want you to work on yourself even more, because you're the most important part of this whole love equation. And they want you to work on yourself, to really understand yourself, and to start to learn to love everywhere. And what I mean by that is that to release judgment about people. Like when you find you're in the Safeway shopping for some groceries, and you're like, "Ooh, that lady, she's wearing something weird," To learn to release that and to say, she's very interesting, and I'm just going to send a little love to her. Things like that. That you kind of let go of judgment about people, but you keep your own good discernment. Okay, then the next one is your lifetime partner. And I want to say It's not going to be all chocolates and roses. I mean, it will have a little bit of bumps in it, but this person is the person that kind of knows your soul the best, and you know your soul the best. And that way, when you start on this relationship, you're on even footing, even footing. Okay, let me just ask real quick. Is there anything else she needs to know? Anything else? No, just um, you are loved and you're lovable. They just want you to know that that's the deep down part of this. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think you're muted.
I'm muted. Thank you, Terry, and thank you, Tina, for your donation as moving up as a super member. I appreciate that. And beautiful reading, Terry. I did send you a chat as well, so just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I've got next is Mona Lee. And Mona Lee had a donation from Jackie, so she could go next. So it was to meet her guides by name, and then it says Akashic Records reading.
Okay.
So I'm probably just going to do a general. If you want me to go first, or you want to, whichever.
Sure. Yeah. I'm a slow typer, so that's there. There, I sent it back.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Back to the comments here. Yeah. So, okay.
Mona Lee, I'm just doing a general for you. Since you didn't specify, if that's okay, you can change it if you want to while I'm babbling here. But I've got a good reading for you. You did get the devil to begin with. This just means that you need to let go of something that is holding you back. So that it can be a person, place, thing. So make sure you're letting something go that no longer needs to be there. And then you got the Two of Pentacles, and this is flexibility and adaptability. So make sure you're adapting to your journey. And then you got the Page of Pentacles, manifesting what it is that you want. That's part of your journey, is so that you can manifest the things that you want to come in. And then you got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is bringing in unconditional love from spirit. So just know that your guides love you very much. And then you got the Queen of Swords. No tower for you, Mona Lee. She always gets a tower. But no tower for you. And you got the Queen of Swords that says you are psychic, and she is psychic. So you are just like her in that way, and you are able to develop your abilities. So look into doing that possibly. The next card I got for you is the Dragon card. It says no limits. Yeah, you are limitless in the things that you can accomplish and bring into your life. And the next one says practice freedom, release the weight of judgment. That's one thing I love about this community, is there is, or there shouldn't be, any judgment, right? That's what I love about spirituality. And you have that right as well, to live without judgment, to practice freedom. And then the last card I got for you says you have star power. Step into the spotlight. All right. So pretty awesome stuff there for you. I hope that resonates. And here's Terry.
Yay. Oh my. Okay, Mona. I went in and met your guides, and you have a really cool team. Everybody does. They're always so cool. And we got names this time, so I'm really, really happy. I saw a chef, with the white hat, a chef cooking and doing things, and his name is John. And he I asked John what he does for you. And he says one of the things that he helps out with is nourishment of your spirit, of your soul. Nourishment, making sure that on each of the journeys that you're on, you are receiving the proper nourishment to get you to your next step, to get you to the it seems like maybe you have a pretty awesome major plan. I've never really seen this before, but you might have kind of a major plan involved here where it's going to take several lifetimes to do it. But anyway, John nurtures your spirit. And then I saw another being, and it's hard to describe this being, but it looked like Christmas to me. It looked like an angel that might have been decked out with every Christmas ornament, Christmas anything that could ever exist. And I asked, what can we call you? And she said, call me Mary, which was interesting because at first when I saw her, I also heard Mary, but I was looking around thinking, are we talking Mother Mary here? Am I looking at the wrong thing? And she's no, Mary, Merry. And her, she helps provide celebration in your life, celebrating of almost anything. This guide is about the celebration. And they had something to tell you too. They said, you are easy to guide. You receive guidance so easy, so easy. Just you're super, super easy to guide. And then last you had guru. Now, Americans probably usually say it guru. So basically, yes, I saw a man who kind of has a turban and some breeches on, and he tends to scribe your life. All of these teams have somebody who kind of scribes the life, who kind of keeps track of everything you've done. And so guru is somebody like that. And I've noticed, because I've encountered guru on many teams, he also just helps out in general. It feels like he's always like praying for us and just keeping us up. And then the last thing I saw on your team that was just amazing is the whole background that they were showing, that they were standing in front of it, was all candy. It was candy everywhere. Candy. And I'm like, why all the candy, guys? That's interesting. And they said, she's got all the goodies. And meaning, so what I'm taking for that is you actually have a lot of spiritual gifts and that you can use those gifts. You just need to go exploring even more and use those things. I think that ties into that easy guidance, that somehow you're easy to guide and are able to kind of listen to your psychic abilities really well. So that's what I got.
Awesome. Thank you, Terri. Thank you, Mona Lee. All right. Moving right along is Christy. Christy, just let me know that you're here, please. What past life wounds am I ready to heal in this lifetime? And what past lives are most strongly influencing my current life path right now?
I'm going to go second on this one too.
Okay, and I'm just going to look at the general, Christy, since most of it is towards Akashic. So, thank you for letting me know you're here. Your first card that I got for you, Christy, is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a great card to start out with. This is a new opportunity. This could be new money, new materialistic things, but an abundance of things coming in that are going to be, good for you, that are new. Then you got the Three of Pentacles. And now that I'm looking down, you have 4 Pentacle cards out of 5. pretty amazing. This means you're stepping into some money. This is the Three of Pentacles. This is working with others and to meet a specific goal that will make you have more money coming in. And then you got the Seven of Wands. This is the boundaries card. You can handle anything that comes your way. I also call it the badass card. So you are a spiritual badass. You got the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is generosity. So more money and things to do with it, giving and making sure that you're receiving as well. So it's reciprocity, if I got that right. And then you got the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is kind of looking down and feeling left out. If you feel like that is happening, just know that you can correct that with looking up, looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. So got that. And I've got one more card for you, Christy. This beautiful cat. It says, I direct my thoughts, emotions, and actions to support who I am and what I desire. Right? So direct your thoughts and emotions and actions to support who I am and what I desire. And what you want can come for you and wants you as well. And that's what I got.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I didn't get as far as I really wanted to on this, but I did hear that what your work, I met your guides. I didn't meet them by how they look or their name. They were just light. They said, in this life, you're working on the feeling of unworthiness and imposter syndrome. That these two things are something, I mean, they're tied together, that you need to overcome and that you're working towards. And so it's really important to value yourself, and it's important to honor not only yourself, but honor those feelings when they come up, and to also know that those feelings are not worthy of being, uh, delved into. You don't need to just uh, stay in that area because those things are untrue. You're very capable. You are very well loved. And when I went back to find out when this started, I think this happened in a few lives, but what I saw was only one life where that you were a, somebody who is like an courtier person in a kingdom. So you worked with the king and queen, you worked with those people. I really don't know exactly in what area you worked with them, but people were jealous. There were people all around you that were jealous, and they didn't like that you had the ear of the king and queen and the trust of them. And so they told a lie about you. And the lie, the lie was something really about, it had more to do with the sexual area, like they're like, this person cheated on their wife, or this, something like that, where that it was something that no matter how much you try to defend it, you just sound guiltier and guiltier and guiltier. And it didn't happen, but you did lose your place in the court, and it it really devastated you because you were really true blue. You were really, really um, supportive and on this person's side, and you weren't doing it just to kiss up. You were really doing your job. You were doing it very well, and there were people below you that counted on you. You helped many people below you too, and you were able then also to use some of that influence to help the place that you were from. So that it is very harsh thing to have happened to you in that life. And so you're still working on that. You're still trying to remember that you are not a fake and that you are true, you are worthy, you're kind, and you are not an imposter. So try to bring that kind of thinking into your life. Maybe there's some meditations you can do to remind yourself of that. That's what I got.
All right. Beautiful reading. Thank you, Terry. All right. And next up is Viviani.
Yay,
And thank
Viviani.
yes, and thank you for your donation as well, Viviani. Appreciate it. A general from me and a Akashic from Terry. Message about my path and what I need to know about current situation with DEH moving forward. Okay. Hi, Viviani. Just looking at your cards right now. So the first one I got is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is faith and teaching and learning. So I feel like you are going to learn a lot through the situation that you're going through right now and the current situation with DEH. You're going to learn a lot and you're going to be able to teach others from what you have learned. So implement it on your channel. You don't have to go into details. You just say, this is what I have learned lately. You're going to be able to help so many people by doing that. Then you got the Tower. So this is just telling me that something needs to change and needs to be rebuilt. And I think you know what this is. So I'm not going to go into too much other detail, even though it's not a bad thing. It just means that something needs to be constructed by you that is beautiful and that has a solid foundation. Then you got the Eight of Cups, which goes right along with the Tower. This is walking away from someone or something that no longer resonates. So that could be part of your Tower right there. Then you got the Eight of Pentacles. And this is your hard work and dedication are going to pay off with rewards and recognition. See, that fox looks like he is actually coming out of the picture. As you're creating great things by what you're doing on your channel and with your collaborations. I think you're on the right path. There's just something that needs to be changed a little bit or a lot of bit with that Tower there. But you did get the Empress to help you with that. And she is full of creativity and self-love, self-care, and then love for others. So yeah, Jackie just said that's Viviani in the card. Yeah, it does look like you. So this is you stepping into your own and knowing that you are powerful and you can handle anything that comes your way. The next card I got for you is the Ship card, right? And it says, take control of your journey and be open to the challenges and rewards that await you in uncharted waters. Set the sails. Yes, so try something that you haven't tried before. It's uncharted waters, and that's where you're going to find fulfillment is what I'm getting. And that's what I've got, Terry. Here we go.
Wow. That sounds great, Viviani. Well, as I got in touch with your guides, again, I didn't look at them. They just look like light to me, but they showed me the path of your life. And they showed me how the path is quite clear. Things are really going actually quite well for you. And then they took me to the path. Uh, well, before that, I suddenly heard her heart is so open. Her heart is so open. And then I got the feeling she should protect it just a little bit more. And I, in all the years I've got to work with you online, you are such a loving individual. You're so loving. Your heart is very open. So you're gonna have to protect yourself a little bit for just a little while more. And then suddenly the stream widened, and the little thing that's you were walking right down the middle of it. That's very interesting. I rarely see the person I'm reading actually walking in the stream of their life. I just see the stream of their life and I see what happens and what goes on. But in this case, you're walking in the stream of the life. And the reason that it widens is because you're going to bring so many more people in. And so they said the first thing is center yourself. You need to center yourself in all your dealings with DEH. You need to center yourself when you decide what you're going to do online, what shows you're going to do. Think about yourself. Now, I know that probably sounds a little selfish to you, but this is not. Right now, you need to be centered, and that's why they're showing me you walking, wading right down the center of the flow of your life, right down the center. And this is so that you can help more people. More people can join the flow. More people can be helped. And the last thing they said was, please trust yourself. And I really felt like when they said, please trust yourself, that it was in all areas, not just the Akashic, as you read the Akashic for people, as you do shows, as you're having to do dealings with DH, trust yourself. Trust yourself, put yourself first. That's what you got to do. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Terri. And thank you,
You're welcome.
Viviani. All right. Next up is going to be Lynn Hirayama. Lynn, are you here?
Hirayama. Where are my guides? Do they have a message for me?
Lynn is here. All right. Thank you, Lynn.
Okay. Okay. Scott, how about we divide this question up a little bit, and I do
Okay.
the guides, and you do the other part. And I'll also ask the guides about the clutter.
Okay. Is someone coming into my life then?
Okay.
All right. Yes, but not right away, Lynn. I'm answering, is someone coming into my life? You got the 7 of crystals, which is the 7 of pentacles, which is the patience card. So you can see the crystals are there, but they're just not quite formed yet to go to her hands. They're up in the air still. They're still being formed. And I feel like this relationship is still being formed. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not in your life right now. It just means that the romance is not there quite yet. So I want to back up and correct myself for that. Then you got the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands is, if there's any chaos or conflict that you see with others, you need to walk away from that. So that is not the right person for you if you see a lot of chaos and conflict with them. And then you got the perspective card. This is the same as the Hanged Man in regular tarot decks. So you just need to look at things from a different perspective. And you can do that by doing what I said, staying away from chaos and conflict, looking at things, as, is this the person I want to be with? Or is this a person that I, need to be with? So there's a little bit of a difference there. Not that you need anyone, but someone that would be more suited for you than someone who is just not the right fit, is what I'm trying to get at, I think. And then I've got for you the Sun card. And this is the Sun out of the Oracle deck. So it's a little different, but it's not much. It says, regardless of the challenges you've encountered, hope is emerging. Embrace happiness and step confidently into a radiant future. So I do think someone is coming eventually. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And then you're going to be really happy. Not that you are unhappy now, because you can always be happy with yourself and have self-love in the meantime while you're waiting. Last card I got for you, it says, my heart is at peace. My thoughts are positive and give me hope and strength every day. Right? So if you do that, the right one, I think, is going to come in for you even faster. So that's what I got for you, Lynn. Thank you.
Okay, Lynn. I'll have to ask them about the clutter as we're going, because I just only met them. So as I tuned into your Akashic Record team, so now these are not your spirit guides, these are your Akashic Record team, and they are somebody you can talk to any time you want. But I saw three. I saw a railroad conductor, an old-fashioned conductor with a hat and the whole thing. And I asked him his name, and he said, "Just call me Lieutenant." Okay, so that's a little different there. And I asked, what does he do for you? And he helps keep you on time. He's helping with the timing of the things you're doing in this life. It seems like you need a little extra help with timing, because that, of course, that isn't what he does in every single life for you. But this time, for some reason, time is of the essence. Okay. And then I saw Kuan Yin. So the goddess Kuan Yin is part of your team. And I asked her what she does for you, and she helps you with flexibility, because sometimes I think you get a little rigid, and it may be that you're rigid about time. I mean, maybe these two things go together, but I would research about Kuan Yin, because your guide, she's going to embody all of the things that Kuan Yin, the goddess, embodies. She provides a softness to you. Oh, she says right now that you also, it's not just a softness, it's a spirituality, slightly, it almost looks magical to me, what she's showing me, that you have a tiny bit of magic in you, and that maybe you can use her to help increase that. And then the last thing I saw was a duck, an actual duck. And I'm like, okay, but duck, what are you doing? They also just want to be called duck. And they say that they help you in so many different ways. Think about a duck, how that they're paddling furiously under the water, but you don't see that part. You just see them gliding by as if it's as easy as can be. But so they're saying that they help you a lot. That this particular Akashic Record master really helps you in many different ways, with sight to be able to pick out things that are necessary for your life path. the ability to fly, the ability to swim, the ability to just flow with spirit. All these things are part of what they do. So it seems like in this, if you look at your whole team, they're quite a helpful team, and that they are all about getting you forward, helping you keep going forward. Okay, so I'm going to take real quick, just a little time here and see if we can get anybody on any of the teams to talk a little bit about clutter. So, dear team members, is there anyone who has something to say about clutter? I heard somebody say, don't keep hanging on to things. Don't overly hang on to things, because they're saying that there's some sort of wound here where that you feel like you have to hang on to everything. And it kind of makes you a little bit afraid to let go of things. But they're saying your heart is healing. We are all helping to heal your heart so that you can move forward. Nothing is ever truly lost. Remember that you are an eternal being that can call back to them whatever they need at the time. Please work on trust. And for that, they kind of made me think about some, maybe there's some trust meditations you could do to kind of help develop trust and allow yourself to let go of some of the things that you're hanging on to so that you can declutter a little bit too. Okay, that's what I got. Oh, you're
Got it. All right. Thank you, Terry. And let me put this down here. And that is all we have time for today. But I just want to thank Terry so much for taking your time and spending with us. So thank you very much.
Oh, well, thanks for having me on, and thanks for letting me do a little Akashic record reading. I haven't done that in a while.
I love that. I think it went perfect with the other readings. So it was
Yeah,
great.
I was really surprised. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to just repeat what he said.
No, you did great. And so everybody in chat, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, moderators. I appreciate you. And yeah, what have you got coming up next, Terry?
Tomorrow, I'm going to be on your connection to spirit with Sun Psychic Jean and Wisdom Seeker Joan. And then let me look at the calendar. And then I think on Friday, I'm going to be on the Psychic Triad with Sun Psychic Jean and Terri Lee Neidrich of Pure Visionary. Yeah. So I've got a lot to do. And then the next Sunday, Allie, Jean, and I, we're going to try out a brand new show. And we haven't even thought of what we're going to do yet, but it's going to be fun.
Sounds interesting. Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, I may be back tonight, so check your notifications. You know how I am. It just depends on the mood. So I have to be grounded. So thank you, everybody, again, and we will see you soon. Lots of love and light. Bye, everybody.